Hey everybody, Gabe Suarez here. I want to talk for a moment about zeroing your optics pistol. Okay, we've been doing this stuff, guys, since 2010. All right, we were doing it when everybody thought it was the stupidest thing on earth, and now everybody's doing it. And for a long time, we've thought about the best zero distance and why we want to choose a certain distance over another, and so on. Okay, now I tell my students to zero their pistols at 10 yards, okay? Not 5, not 15, not 25, 10 yards. And I'll tell you why. The majority of the time, you're going to be using this pistol inside of 10 yards, all right? Now, all you have to do, guys, it's very simple, okay? We have modern technology. I'll put up the range card, as it were, at the end of the video here so you guys can see for yourselves. All right. This is, I believe I use 124 gold dots, but I mean, between 115 and 124, not really a big difference. 147, it starts changing a little bit. If you're going deep subsonics, like I think there's some guys that are making 158s and 160s, that's a whole different ballpark. If you're shooting 40 or 45, just get your bullet data, your cartridge data rather, plug it into a ballistics computer, see what you come up with, and go out to the range and test it. It's not really that complicated. Now, here's the thing. The target that we are using is a face target. That means eyebrows to mustache, corners of the eyes. Okay, so this area right here is what I want to hit within the combat distances that we're going to face. My students are able to fire face shots on a reasonably sized face out to 25 yards on demand, no problem. Okay, all right, so here we go. At 0, you're going to be 0.7 down. And why is that? Well, that's because of the offset. Okay, you see the muzzle's over here, the optic is over here. It's about, ½ inch, 3/4 of an inch difference, just like on an AR-15, okay? All right, 5 yards, you're 0.3 down, okay? So that's minus 0.3, all right? That's a 1/4 inch, all right? Well within the size of the target, okay? At 10 yards, you're 0, okay? 15 yards, you're a 1/4 inch high, all right? At 20 yards, you're 0.4. At 25, you're 0.6. At 30, you're still 0.6. 35, you're still 0.6. At 40, you're 0.5. At 45, you're 0.4. At 50, you are 0.1. So if you zero at 10, that bullet is not going to deviate from the path for more than, what, a ½ inch? Okay? Maybe at 35, you're 0.6, so it's a tenth of a measure more. Okay, good heavens. All right, now here's where it gets interesting. Okay, 55, you're down a 1/4 inch. 60, you're down a ½ inch. 65, you're down an inch. 70, 1.5. 75, 2.1. 80, 3 inches. 85, 3.6. 90, 4.4. 95, 5.3. 100, 6 inches down. Okay, by zeroing at 10 yards. All right. Now, I ran the numbers for the different zeros and so on. All right. Will a 25-yard zero work? Of course it will. Okay. Will a 15-yard zero work? Yeah, of course it will. What the 10-yard zero will give you is a maximum ordinate of not more than maybe 3/4 of an inch at best. Okay, so that means that from the point of impact to the point of aim to the point of impact, you're not going to be off target any more than maybe that. Okay, so if you aim at the center of what that target would be, you're going to be able to hit very much inside that cranial-ocular cavity, which is a sweet spot. Okay, maybe even if you get down into the mouth area, it's still not a big deal. Okay, you're gonna have an accurate shot. Now, outside of 25 yards. You still, if the shooter's capable, they could still fire headshots. I mean, we had a couple of exceptional shooters in class this last week that were firing headshots at 100 yards from prone. And I'm not just telling you this. They did it in front of the class. Fantastic, fantastic shots, okay? So you know, with the right equipment, you have a gifted shooter, you can certainly pull that off. All right. The other thing is, look, it's easy to find 10 yards. You can, even at your worst, you can fire a good group at 10 yards. You know, we're all human beings. I know that I've gone out to the range, and, you know, for whatever, I've got allergies, or, you know, maybe I had one espresso too many or whatever, and I'm out there, and it's like, holy smokes, 25 yards, that's a challenge. I'm going to fire, you know, a big group that day because I'm just not on. You know what? Even the worst shooter is on at 10 yards because 10 yards is easy. So if you're able to zero at 10 yards and then verify, you know, maybe verify at 20, verify at 50, you know, that's fine. It's easy to zero at 10. 10 is going to give you the best results in terms of the deviation of the bullet path from the point of aim. You know, you saw all the way up to 100. Okay. The other zeros, it's not as clean. It's not as easy. So why not make it easy as well as get the best results? 0 to 10. Okay? Simple.